Ain't there nothing in here that'll help at a time like this? Oh, what a mess. Been too busy to clean it out all this time. Ogun is determined to die. That's the answer he's come to, after a long and harrowing journey. What right do I have to think I know better? Besides, what could I do for him anyhow? I barely manage to get by as it is. How do I even go about fixing a busted soul? I'm just one man. One small, insignificant man. Damn it all. A letter?
How did you never know this was there, dude?
To my dear friend Alphen. When you find this letter, no doubt you'll be off in some far-flung village somewhere. I was more than happy to urge you on in your journey, but truth be told, I was just a bit worried about you. Worried that along the way, you'd find someone and take on all their pain and suffering as your own. You've always had a sensitive streak after all. But, should you ever find yourself losing the courage of your convictions, remember what we learned together.
Zeph.
Zeph, you're back!
That I am, Nina.
Is something the matter?
Nothing you need worry yourself about. Alf. I've always admired your selflessness. In helping others, you think nothing of yourself. In that sense, you're the best apothecary and the best friend anyone could ask for. You have nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. So go out there, Alf, and do what you feel is right. With your heart at ease and your head held high. P.S. This is far too embarrassing to say in person, so I'll just hide this letter underneath all your stuff.
That idiot. Just reading that, my face is as red as a beet. Thanks, buddy. I really got myself worked up over nothing, didn't I? I know what I need to do, and Gods be damned if anyone will keep me from doing it. Ain't that right, Seth? I'll show everyone what I believe in. Including you, wherever you are. And you too, Ogun. Just you wait. sorry, old man. I'm here, whether you like it or not.
Elfin, how many times must I say it? Just leave me here and go on your way.
Oh, enough.
Huh?
Quit your belly aching and lie down before I have to knock you over.
What? What in the God's name are you?
So you're a stinking murderer. A sinner, huh? Great. Like I give a damn. It ain't my job to choose who lives and who dies. I ain't no god. If it's in my power to help a body, I'll be damned if that ain't what I'm gonna do. That's why I became an apothecary. That's what I believe in. There. That should keep you breathing for now.
Just what do you plan to do next?
Ain't it obvious? I'm gonna fix you. And not just your body. All of you. I'm gonna whip up an elixir that'll have you feeling like a new man. Just you wait, Hogan.
Fix me? Don't make me laugh.
Well, I dashed out there like a man on a mission. But have I got the faintest idea what to do next? I ain't never seen like those symptoms.
Should you ever find yourself losing the courage of your convictions, remember what we learned together.
Come to think of it. One time when Zephyr and I were studying together,
Alphen,
remember when we were small and you got real sick? Well, we feared you were going to die. And slowly but steadily your body cramped up until you wouldn't even hold a spoon. And those terrible purple blotches, I could hardly bear to look at you. So you had the same disease. I never tried to replicate the elixir that cured you, but to no avail. The traveler who saved you was really something else. Too bad we weren't mindful as so risky back then, huh? So, okay. Ogun said his disease was like some sort of a combination of every disease and plague throughout his travels. And so now we have like a backlash of Alphen who was sick when he was a kid, who would have like less immunodefense, has the same exact disease. Let's not forget what Ogun has should be like something brand new no one had. If Alvin had it when he was like a kid, he should have been dead by now. Dude, like, sometimes I feel like the plot of this game is just like, yeah, because we want it to happen, so it's happening. Like, get over it. Either get over it or like just stop playing. I feel like that's what whoever wrote this story, like, is trying to do. Like, it makes no sense that Alvin had the exact same disease. I'd much rather you remember, like, also, if you had the exact same disease, you should recognize it the moment you see Ogun has the same disease. Like, what there should have been is, like, when Alvin has his flashback, right? He should be, like, seeing it back in a book, or, like, when Alv was like, hey, I read that this disease in a book one day. They were doing something else. He mentioned it in passing, and now he remembers it. It should be this. It shouldn't be the same disease that you had before. Like, this makes no effing sense, dude. It's so stupid. Fun times episode for remembering. Wait a minute. So now he remembers. Couldn't hold a spoon. As then Ogun dropping his tools. Okay, so he's a. Not only is this makes no sense, he just his intelligence dropped by like 20 points. And purple blotches. Why did you have the same disease?
I can't believe it.
Nah, it couldn't be. Like, yeah, it couldn't be, because why would you have the same disease he has? It's too much of criticism, isn't it? If Ogun has the same disease that I had, like, how? Did you travel the entire continent deliberately trying to catch diseases? Ogun has the same, that means there's a cure. Yeah, the only way it makes sense is you give him the cure, and that doesn't work, he dies. That's the only way that makes sense. The same cure that saved my life? Yeah, think. Like, how? Let's just say, doesn't matter. He has the same disease you have, which his disease, again, should be like a new one, because he mixed up a bunch of diseases and like basically got himself sick. Let's say you had the same one. Let's say you were like a world traveler when you were like 12, and you caught a bunch of disease, and you went back to your village, and then you got sick. Again, also, right, hold on. If the disease Ogun got and you have are like, you can get is from like contact with other sick person, which means it can spread. So Ogun would be like a actual plague machine that's spreading the plagues throughout like wherever he goes. And so would Elfin, right? Like, this makes no sense. So let's say like all of those are true and everything I know about medicine was not true. Why is it then that how is it that a kid who has like a gigantic fever and at death's door like would remember the recipe that saved his life? Like that, okay? Man, what am I kidding? I couldn't even remember Iona's symptoms in town now. Yeah, that fucking makes sense. That would be all this be in here somewhere. Think.
Great.
That should be it. You're a lucky boy, Elfin. The disease don't know about taking over. You had a day or two at best. I just happened to come along when I did with this potion in hand. It works in mysterious ways. How long did I labor to brew this elixir, and for me ingredients that I may never see again? To tell the truth, those are meant for another, but that hardly matters now. If it saves your life, it will have more than serve its purpose. Sleep tight, son. You feel better than tomorrow. Okay, you still don't know the... Okay, alright, so if he realizes what the recipe... Oh. Okay, does Alvin have psychic power now? He can go back in his memory? Does he have cerebral? What? Okay. Okay, well, yeah, sure. Still awake, are you? What's in the potion, you ask? Like, does he have psychic power? Well, you were jesting when you said you want to be an apothecary, were you? Well, I refuse such an acquisitive young mind. The elixir is built on the feather of an war eagle, a fearsome beast whose wings span wide that can block out the sun. They terrorize the sky by the forest of Raboon, not far from Orwell. Okay, yeah, sure, of course, it's here. A boy like you would be wise not to wander there, but you can snatch up the spirit away above the clouds. Yeah, like they just make the story here like makes no sense. Kind of like what happens in Criminals. It feels like it's just like, yeah, because we say so, because I want something to happen, so it doesn't matter like the logic, it just happens. Yeah. Definitely I knew how, but I remember now. How? Yeah, that makes no sense. Okay. Yeah. I need to the feather of the eagle, or whatever. I know for taking me to the forest of Rebel, and just outside the town. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? You saved my life again, stranger. I mean, like, not your life, not your life. Hey there, Logan, I'm going to fix you up. It's as good as new. So that was the man dead. Yeah, he's the whole reason I become a apothecary. I see. So he's like a master to thee. You have a master too, right? Well, what's he to you? Well, he raised me like a father, and he's the hunter I strove to be. Oh, role model. Yeah, that's all I think about my master too. I reckon we both work hard enough, we could end up better than our master someday. Better? I does not imagine such a thing would be impossible. Why not? If you try to be good at someone, you might as well show to be better. Then you can stand in front of them, be proud and tell them, now that the student has become a master, and it's all thanks to you. Not bad, right? Indeed, you speak his wisely wisdom, so there's a shrine together. Now that's the spirit. I want to save, you know, it doesn't matter. Let's go. What the fuck is that?
Here we go.
Okay.